Candiace, it's only been one episode and you have already thrown two housewives under the bus, girl. What's going on? Welcome to my channel. We're here. We break down reality TV shows with laughter and reenactments, all while giving it to you straight with no chaser. Because we don't just watch TV around here, we get into the things of the things. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Traitors, y'all. Traitors. I am so excited to be doing Traitors. This is my first year reviewing, not my first year watching, but my first year reviewing. And baby, we got some things to get into. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm ready to get into Traitors. I'm ready to get into it because I need to ramble. I have so many thoughts. I need to get it out my head. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, I'm not going to introduce the whole cast. Y'all see them over there on the side, right? Y'all see them? That's the cast, okay? So let's just go ahead and get into it because I know we got 3 episodes to get through. So we are going to do episode 1. I'll be back with episode 2 and 3 later on, okay? Traitors season 4, episode 1. Baby, it is dramatic, okay? It's dramatic as hell. Soon as the cars pull up, it's nighttime. The castle is a fire coming from the ground. It's a lot going on. Very, very dramatic, but in true Traitors fashion, right? Right. Now, so Lisa says she wants to be the most iconic traitor ever. So we already know that she wants to be a traitor. And I was like, I can see it. I can see it. I know I wanted Candiace to be a traitor no matter what. No matter what. But I'm not mad at Lisa being a traitor, okay? Now, Rob C. from Survivor said that he wants to work with Tiffany because she's a Big Brother's legend and she's a game player just like him. I'm like, the gamers are always going to try to get together and build these alliances to help them stay. I hope the housewives do the same because we know that the housewives usually get kicked out first. They always become a target, okay? Now, Johnny and Tara are figure skaters and they both know each other and they're working together. They're actually besties, but they are laying low. They don't want everybody to know that they besties so that they can have each other's back. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Because unlike them, Mura is like, oh my God, Rob, I'm just so happy you're here. You got my back, right? You got my back. And Rob was like, I mean, yeah. I'm like, he don't look as excited to see you as you are to see him. And I'm like, girl, are you trying to put it out there that y'all gonna work together this loud when everybody's just meeting each other? Like, girl, calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. So then Alan shows up, right? And Alan's like, I got a surprise. I'm about to pick the traitor right here, right now. And I was like, in front of everybody, in front of everybody. Baby, let the games begin. Let the games begin. So, of course, Alan tells them that they are planning to win $250,000. Everybody's excited about that. And then he tells them that he's about to pick the first traitor right in front of everybody. So he had them come up, he has a chest, and in the chest is a card, and the card will let them know if they are a traitor or faithful. Now I'm sitting here like, oh, this is gonna be good because everybody got to put their best poker face on. Everybody. Now Candiace go first, and I was like, I need Candiace to be a traitor. I need her to be a traitor. I just need it in my life, okay? Now, this is very intense because everybody is like, you too happy. Why you coming back smiling? Or why do you laugh this much? Like they are really paying attention really, really hard. But the game has begun. The hunt is on because there is a traitor amongst us, okay? Now, Monette is already thinking about strategy. She's trying to figure out who she could build alliances with, who she need to stay away from, and all the things, other things. So she's sitting down talking to Jam Jam, and she was like, I think it's crazy that it's a traitor among us already. And Jam Jam like, yeah, but he looking at her, and she looking at him. And I'm like, so y'all think each other traitors? Like, what's going on? What's going on? But then Jam Jam said, there's more dangerous people in the game other than the gamers. And then they turn and they look at Mama Kelsey. Right at Mama Kelsey. So I said, ooh, now Mama Kelsey becoming the target already. But you know what? I can see it. Because here's my logic. In order for them to keep the audience of the Swifties, it would be good for them to keep Mama Kelsey alive, right? Which means that making her a traitor gives her more chance to stay on the show, which will keep the Swiftie audience locked in. That's my logic to it, right? So I was like, yeah, you onto something. You definitely onto something. So it's clear that both of them are on the same page and they think Mama Kelsey could definitely be a traitor. Mura is sitting there talking about something she don't know nobody. You don't know nobody? I mean, outside of Rob, she's saying she don't know nobody. And I'm sitting here like, girl, why are you lying? Why you lying? Now, she could possibly not know nobody, but you mean to tell me, out of all these people that's sitting in front of us, you are a reality TV star that you don't know none of these people? You don't know Portia Williams? You don't follow no blogs or nothing? Girl, please go away from me with this. And Portia's sitting here like, so at what point are we going to be honest? And Michael talked about something. I mean, none of us are going to be honest. And Portia was like, oh, traitor, because the point is, if you are faithful, then why wouldn't you be honest? I was like, she got a good point. And now I'm looking at you sideways, Michael. But Michael worked my everlasting flipping nerve this episode. When I tell you I wanted to curse him out every chance that I got. Like, he just be doing way too much for no reason at all. So now it's time to really get down to business and pick these daggone traitors. So Alan comes in, everybody's at the round table, blindfolds on, and he walks around. And when he put his mother effing hand on Candiace's shoulder, I said, let the games begin, okay? I feel like, yeah, you gotta have a sense of like evilness to you, and Candiace has that. And she was very happy about it because she said that she's a main character. And this show is called Traitor, so why would she want to be anybody else but a traitor? Makes sense to me. Because don't nobody want to come on Traitor not to be a traitor. Because like, why you here then? Why are you here? And then he picked Lisa. And I said, 2 housewives? Give it to me. They trying to save the housewives, y'all, because y'all know they always go home. They always go home. And I'm not mad at it because I feel like she will definitely be a good traitor. And then he picked Rob. And I said, oh, so we got 4 traitors. If we already picked a traitor and we picking 3 now, so we have 4. Interesting. Now, I don't know why he picked Rob. I don't think Rob gives me traitors, right? But I'm thinking with my production brain, and I was like, Rob would be good because he was on Love Island, and Love Island is one of the most streamed shows on Peacock, which means we can keep that audience, right? I'm thinking like that. That makes sense because I couldn't understand why they would pick Rob. But you know what? As the episode goes on, I'm not mad at it. Not at all. So when they take off the blindfolds, our traitors have been picked, and everybody's looking around because who just got picked to be the traitor? The traitors are amongst us. Everybody's trying not to act too like out of the normal, but then not trying to be suspect. So everybody's just like, and everybody, all eyes on everybody, child. All eyes on everybody. I'm so excited. This cast is going to give us everything that we need. Based off this one episode alone, I already know that we are in for a ride, okay? Now, Lisa, girl, you gotta pull it together. She out here spilling drinks and stuff, and she was cheering too hard to being a faithful. It just looked like, girl, it looked like you a traitor. I'm just saying. Because they was like, cheers to being a faithful, cheers. She was like, cheers to being a faithful. I'm like, girl, you about to get caught. You about to get caught. So then Natalie stood up in a group that she talking to, and she's like, I'm going to just let y'all know right now, I'm a faithful, but I want to play an aggressive faithful game. And I said, well, I don't know if that's the way you should go about this, because it kind of looked like you putting a target on your back, if you ask me, because why you just standing up yelling out that you a faithful? If I was sitting in that room, I'd be like, very interesting, because no one needed to announce that at this very moment, right? Now, Michael said that he has studied this game. There are 5 gamers and there are 5 housewives. And if I do my math serves me correctly, then that means at least one of them from each group is a traitor. Shut the hell up, Michael. Shut up. You sit there and say, oh, I'm a housewives inside. I love the housewives. I'm be a housewife. But you sitting here trying to get the housewives to be the target. Shut up. Oh, he works my everlasting nerve. Like, it's bad how bad he works my nerve. I want him gone immediately. Immediately. Child, the way Lisa looked at him, you would have thought that she was ready to snap his neck. Because that's how I looked at him. I was ready to snap his neck too. Now, Tiffany said exactly what I was thinking. Either he's a terrible traitor or he's a terrible faithful. But either way, he is terrible because he is bringing unnecessary attention to himself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, listen, Candiace is trying to throw the heat off of her. For what? Nobody expects you to be the traitor right now, Candiace. What's the purpose? She's like, you know who I've been thinking? Lisa. And I was like, Candiace, why would you throw another housewife under the boat? Y'all want to go home. I'm sure y'all have watched this show enough to know that y'all will be the target. Why would you make her the target immediately? Immediately, Candiace, girl, bye. Now, Michael decides that he wants to call out Rob, talking about something. You just standing there looking good and being quiet is making it hard to trust you. Michael, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Rob standing there minding his everlasting business. What you calling him out for? You look real suspicious to me. And it's very unnecessary at this point, too. And the crazy thing is, out of the 3 traitors that was picked, Candiace done put a target on one, and Michael done put a target on the other. So I'm like, damn, this is going to be a quick game, huh? We going to get Lisa and Rob out of here immediately? That's what it's giving. So it's time for the traitor meetup. But when they take the traitors oath, they supposed to be loyal to each other. And I said, history shows me that sometimes the traitors are not loyal to each other. But we going to have to see how this works out, because Candiace done put a target on Lisa's back. So when she sees that Lisa is the traitor, how is this going to all pan out? How is this going to pan out? So when Lisa and Candiace see each other, they are just so happy. And I'm looking at the dynamics between them, and I was like, this makes so much sense. Rob comes in, and I was like, they going to run over him. That man ain't going to be able to make a decision at all, because it feels like they're going to make sure whatever they want to happen. And Rob's face is like, are you excited to be here, sir? Are you excited to be a traitor? Like, what is it giving? What is it giving? I was like, yeah, he's going to be a good traitor, because he's just so like low-key emotionless, which plays good, because it's like no one knows what to go off of, because this seems just like how he is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, Candiace does tell them that she put out Lisa's name, but she going to correct it. That's what she said. She going to correct it. And now I'm saying, like, I wonder how you going to do that. I wonder how you going to do that. So then they realize that there is another traitor amongst them, but nobody knows who this traitor is. So Alan comes in, and Alan was like, listen, there's another traitor, a secret traitor, we should say. And this traitor will make a short list that you guys have to pick from to choose who to murder. And I said, that's what I'm talking about. Bring the game on. I love the fact that we don't know who the secret traitor is, because that makes the game very, very interesting for us as well. Because sometimes when you know who the traitor is, it's kind of like, it takes some of the excitement out of it, but not knowing who the secret traitor is, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So they all make an agreement that they are going to be loyal to each other. And I said, for how long? For how long are we going to be loyal to each other? Please don't turn on each other. I need this. I need this to work real bad, okay? This game just does it for me, and I need them to work together. Okay. So now it's the next day, and we are on our first mission, right? And so they pull up, and they see all these coffins in the water. Now Alan tells them that there are 100 coffins, and 12 of them have money in them to add to the prize. Okay, that means they can make $30,000 today. If y'all get all of those coffins, you can make $30,000. So they have to get in the boats, go over to the daggone coffins, bring them back, and then put them in the grave site. But what he didn't tell them is that the grave site has names on it. And if they put a coffin in that person's grave site, then that person is going to be up for murder. Yeah, I love that. Let's do it. Because now we about to see how everybody really feel for real, okay? So everybody's out there in the boats. And we have the green boat, the white boat, the red boat. The boats are out there. I mean, they are grabbing these boats up. The red boat was doing really, really good. And they're the first boat to get a coffin, right? So when they get over there, when they realize that once they put the coffin in the grave, that person's up for murder, now things are a little different. So they decide that they're just not going to put it in their boat. Whoever's in their boat, we just not going to put it in any one of those graves, right? Makes sense to me. So then the green team and the red team up, right? Because they're like, how about we just protect each other? We won't put coffins in any of our graves, right? So that just leaves the other boat. We'll just wipe them out. That's cool, right? Y'all good with that? We good with that. So when the white team shows up, Michael saw that there's a coffin in his grave, and he is so freaking mad. He's like, these miserable fucks, shame on them. He feels like they intentionally went to go put it in his grave. Michael, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You really think you that man? Like, you're not him. Calm down. This is a game. And then he's like, put it in a housewives. Put it in a housewives. Who y'all want to do, Portia? Do you want to be an honorable housewife or not? Because at this point, it's not giving that. And then Candiace was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're gonna put it in somebody else's. So Candiace convinced them to put it in Donna's grave. And I said, ooh, let's do it. Yes. Don't be scared. See, they scared of Donna because the Swifties are gonna come after them. That's what I kept hearing. The Swifties, the Swifties, the Swifties. F them. Come on, play the game. Play the game. And then when the white boat turned around, they realized it's a lot of us in these graves. What's going on here? Oh, the other boats are working against y'all. That's what's going on. But then the green team decide that they going to jump ship from the red team and work with the white team. And I said, oh, they out for everybody. They out here just giving it out. The green team said, I'm on whoever side is over here when I get over here. Point blank, period. So the white boat got the last coffin, right? And they trying to get it in the grave as fast as they can. And of course, Michael's still trying to put it in Portia's grave, but they missed it. They missed it by a second. Alan was like, well, y'all didn't get that. Michael's like, how we didn't get that? Because the time ran out. That's how. The time ran out. Like, get him off my screen. I don't want to curse, but I feel like he's going to be the reason I start cursing this. He's going to be the reason I start cursing. Yeah. Now, Portia saw that the coffin almost went in her grave, and she feels like, what was that about? She's taking it personal. And I was like, you know what? I would say it's not personal, but the way Michael kept throwing it out there, it gotta be personal. It gotta be. So in total, they end up with $22,000 gained for the pot. Now, Ron, Rob R, Donna, Eric, Michael, Ian, Dorinda, Rob C, and Mark are up for murder, okay? And so now they have to, fill their graves in while everybody gets to go back to the house and eat. And while they're filling their graves, I'm like, Michael, you need to calm down. Calm down. Like, you're not in the coffin. He's acting like he's in the coffin, like they about to bury themselves for real. Like, just doing the most. Rob, the way he handled himself in front of his grave, yeah, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. Now, I hope Candiace and Lisa don't trade on him because he's fitting in and standing out really good all at the same time. Really, really good. So I like that. Now, Portia, Candiace, and Maura are in the daggone car. They're riding back to the castle. And Portia's like, what was that about? Like, why were they trying to put the coffin in my grave? And Candiace said, because Michael was yelling out, put it in Portia's grave, put it in Portia's grave. And she was like, what? So now they sitting there questioning whether or not he's a traitor. And this is good for Candiace because she feels like it takes the heat off of her. Now, when they get back to the daggone castle, Portia couldn't wait to bring up the simple fact that Michael wanted to put it in her grave. So she was like, well, I heard that you wanted to put it in my grave, a housewife grave. And he said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And I said, he did say that. So then Ron was like, he didn't say that. And I said, Ron, am I tripping? Y'all, I swear to God, I was like, am I tripping? Because I could have sworn he did say that. So then they like, well, let's just go ask Candiace. The way they ran in there to go check Candiace was sitting there like, I didn't say that. What I said was that like he had mentioned something about the housewives the other day, but I didn't say. And I said, am I going crazy? So then Portia was like, Mura, you heard her, right? Because we was all high-fiving in the car, remember? And Mura was like, I don't remember anything. And I said, oh, she really playing stupid. And I'm sitting here feeling gaslit like, Portia, like, did this really happen or did this not happen? Because what is going on? All I know is that these people came to play. They came to play. But I am glad that everybody is questioning Michael because he needs to be questioned. And I don't care if he's a traitor or not. I want him out. Point blank, period. So it's time to murder someone tonight. And so the secret traitor has made a list and they narrowed the 9 people down to 4. And on this list is Rob, and Rob was not happy about that. Rob was like, what the hell did I do? Why am I on this list? I said, whoever it is, they want Rob out. And I'm thinking, damn, it might be Michael because we know Michael already suspect that it's Rob. But they put Rob up there, Eric, Mark, and Ian. So the one thing that the traitors do know is that Eric, Mark, and Ian are not the secret traitor. Because remember, we're also on a hunt for the secret traitor as well. But Rob is really trying to figure out like why did I get picked? He think that is Carlton. He think Carlton put him on this list, and so he's suspicious of him. He's trying to figure out why they didn't pick Michael, and I'm trying to figure out the same thing. But here we are, and this is what we got. And I'm excited for episode 2. And I'll be back with another review. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. Get in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that happened. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video up. Don't put no spoilers. Please don't put no spoilers, okay? Don't spoil it for people who haven't watched it. And episode 2 will be up later on this evening or early tomorrow morning, whichever one. But other than that, I'm up out of here. Peace.